Hello students, welcome back. Welcome back to the online classes and today's session, as previous session we discussed about the model papers. We solved various model papers, and today's class, as the weightage of the chapters have been changed, so I thought we will discuss some of the important chapters. Those chapters are easy and you can also score very well from those chapters. So let us start with the object and classes. And today's session, as you all know, object and classes is chapter number 6, and we will be starting with the revision part 1. So we will be discussing programming in C++. As we all know, the maximum weightage from your second PUC syllabus has been taken from programming in C++. So I thought, as it is simple and also you can score well, let us start with the object and classes, revision classes, and I will be telling you the important questions which you need to study and you can score well. So this is chapter number 6, object and classes, and this is revision class. So let's get started and let's see the weightage of this chapter. This chapter, for your annual exam, you will be getting 7 marks from this chapter. Earlier it was 6 marks. Now the weightage has been changed for the reduced syllabus, and the weightage for this chapter is 7 marks. Let's see how the question or how the marks has been distributed. So like you will be getting one 2-mark question and one 5-mark question. 5 plus 2, 7 marks. One 2-mark question baratte, one 5 mark. Earlier it was, there was one mark question asked and one 5-mark question. So the weightage was 6 marks. Now the weightage has been changed. So you will get one 2-mark question and one 5-mark question. So let's quickly discuss the characteristics of object oriented programming. So where we discussed object, class, modularity, data abstraction, data encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, message passing, dynamic binding. So these are the characteristics of object oriented programming. Object, class, modularity, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, message passing, dynamic binding. So for sure you will be getting one question to explain the characteristics. 3 mark ಕೇಳೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Either they will ask you to write any 3 or they will ask you to explain some particular characteristics like abstraction, encapsulation, and so on. So today's class is object and classes. Let's learn what is a class. Class andre enu. So let's define the class. What is class? In object oriented programming, the data variables and the functions which manipulate the data are combined using a class. A class is used to define the data elements and functions as a single unit. As we know that ನಾವು ಕಲಿತೀವಿ object oriented programming ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So object ಅನ್ನ define ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ first we need to create a class. As we know that a object has characteristics ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ object ದು behavior ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The characteristics ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, that is represented using data variables. The behavior of the object is represented using functions. ಸೊ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ನ, ಈ ಡಾಟಾನ, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್, ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. So class in C++, how do we define a class? We define a class with a keyword called class name. Sorry, class followed by the class name. Class ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು keyword ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ and then we will be giving class name. So after that, so how do we define a class? We define in C++ ಅಲ್ಲಿ class na you have written so many programs. By this time you must be very familiar by how you write a class. Class na ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿತೀವಿ? So we write a class by using a keyword called class. Class, it is followed by the class name. And then after the class name, there will be a pair of curly braces, opening and closing brace. Class, generally it has three sections: private, protected and public. So let us define the class. A class is a process of naming a class and data variables and interface of the class. The definition of class is indicated as below. The data variables known as member data of the class, they describe the characteristics of an object. ಆವಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ we will be using the data variables. And we have a set of member function. ಈ member function ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will manipulate, as we know that the data members can be operated only by the member functions within that object. So member functions ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will define set of operations that can be performed on object. Next is ಯಾರು access ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾರು access ಮಾಡಬಾರದು, that is defined by the access specifiers. Class, tag name, external operations for accessing and manipulating the instance. So ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ class followed by the we will be using scope resolution operator. About that I will be telling you later on. So let us see how we can define the class. So let us first discuss the syntax. Class followed by the class name, private. So as I told you, class will have three sections. Private ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಲನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಸೆಮಿಕೋಲನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಮಿಕೋಲನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆಗ ಎರರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಮಿಕೋಲನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, 2 ಡಾಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೆಮಿಕೋಲನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಯರ್. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದೆನ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ protected section of the class. In protected section again we have member data and member functions. Then we have public. So public again we have member data and member functions. So class illi end ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So class begins with the keyword class followed by class name. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಷ್ಟ class name ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಐಟಮ್, ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ, ಸ್ಟಾಫ್, whatever you want you can, complex number, rupee, whatever you want you can give. So class name ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ curly braces ಬರುತ್ತೆ, opening and closing braces. And class ಅಲ್ಲಿ two types of so there will be member data and member functions, and they are defined under three sections: private, protected and public. So class three sections ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Private members, private ಅಲ್ಲಿ there will be data members and member functions. Again public we have data members and member functions, and then protected ಅಲ್ಲಿ data members and member function. Class definition ends with a semicolon. ಇಲ್ಲಿ semicolon ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಲನ್ಗಳು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Let us see one of the example how we can define a class. So example, we have taken a class by name student. We have taken private access specifier and then we have defined int register number and char name. Name represents the name of the student. Then we have public. So in public we have get function. So get will accept register number and name. And similarly we have enter register number and name, see in reg and name. Then we have put. Put will print the student register number and name. So cout reg is equal to reg, name is equal to name. And here the class definition end agate. So class begins with a keyword class followed by the class name. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಷ್ಟ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Then we have three sections: private, public, protected. ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು protected ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, because protected is generally we use it in the inheritance. When we inherit or when we derive the classes, in that case we will be using. As of now we will be using only private and public. You can observe the data members are defined under the private section and the member functions are defined under the public section. Class student, here reg and name are the data members, get and put are the members which operate, member functions which operate on the data elements, and they are defined within the class. So let us have a discussion on access specifiers. So ನಾವು ಕಲಿತೀವಿ ಡಾಟಾ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಡಾಟಾ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡಾಟಾ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಬೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಡಾಟಾ ಸೇಫ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಔಟರ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲುಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ದಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಡಾಟಾನ ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಡು ವಿ ಡೂ ದಟ್? We do that by using access specifiers. The data members and member functions of a class, they have three levels of protection. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ 3 different levels of protection ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And the 3 protection level is provided using private, public and protected. The data members ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ and the member functions, data members ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, member function ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. So they have 3 levels of protection and this protection is specified by the access specifier. The access specifier specifies, ಅದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ who and how the data can be accessed, ಯಾರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಾಟಾನ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. This specifies the scope of the data, and there are 3 types of access specifiers supported in C++: private, public and protected. Let us see in detail each one of them. So let's start with access specifiers private. The private members of class can be accessed only within the class. They cannot be accessed outside the class. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಮೆಂಬರ್ನ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, those members can be accessed only within the class. ಆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. The private members of a class can be accessed only within the class. They cannot be accessed outside the class. Generally, the data members of a class are defined under this section. If there is no access specifier specified, by default it is considered as a ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್. ಸಿ, ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಾಟಾ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ನಾವು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಾಟಾ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟೋ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೋ ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ, ದೆನ್ ಕಂಪೈಲರ್ ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ that data as private members. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಏನೂ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ us see one example how we can use access specifier private. So we have private int a void init. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಡೆಮೋ. ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಡೆಮೋ. ನಾನು ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೂ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಎ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನಿಟ್. ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎ ಇನಿಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಟು 10ಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now void main, execution starts from void main. As we have defined a and init both as private members, and when we try to access this, ಇದನ್ನ try ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ access ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ you will get a error. ಇದು execute ಆಗಲ್ಲ because as we study the private members of a class cannot be accessed outside the class, not even main. main ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ access ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So you will get a error for this. So next is protected. So protected access specifier. As I told you, protected na ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ inheritance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. The members declared with protected access specifiers can be accessed only by the derived classes and the class where the members are declared. ನಾವು ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಬೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂಥ ಡಾಟಾನ ವಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. For example, we will see a class demo, protected int a void init. So protected int a void init. So we have declared both the variables as protected. Next is access specifier public. The members declared under this section of the class can be accessed inside and outside the class. Outside access ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂದರೆ inside access ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. The members public ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that can be used accessed ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆನೂ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಹೊರಗಡೆನೂ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So we are declaring a class demo, and private ಅಲ್ಲಿ we have taken int a and public we have taken void init. So we are making a value as 10. We are initializing the a value to 10. Void main demo d dot init. Now there will be no error. Error ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ init it is been declared as a ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ as you can see here, ಅದೇ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ we didn't use public, we used private. to declare A as well as init. Private anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it cannot be accessed outside the class. Now let us see how we can create a object to the class. So what is an object? Object is an instance created to the class. After creating the class, ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಎನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೇಮ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೇಮ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ object s1 s2 s3 like that you can give. So like here we have example student. Student is the class name. S1 S2 are object name. Andre object is nothing but instance created for class. Int x andre x is of type integer. Similarly student S1 andre which is nothing but S1 is of type student anta artha. So here we have a program where we are creating a demo class and we are accepting register number of a student, and get will accept the register number of a student, whereas put will print the register number of the student. Void main student s andre artha s is of type student. D dot get will accept the register number. D dot put en ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will print the register number. So here class demo. So now we are creating a class demo. ಸೊ ಡೆಮೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಡೆಮೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ REG ಇದೆ, and it has get and put. So similarly there is one more function put. So put again it has some code. Now you can see we have demo class. Demo class ಅಲ್ಲಿ we have get and put. Now this is the blueprint. Blueprint ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು actual object ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್. As we know that a class represents the common characteristics of many objects. Now we are telling that actually there is some mistake here. Actually this should be student, not demo. So here we have the student class. So student class ಅಲ್ಲಿ we have REG and get and put. So similarly student yes. So yes will also have a copy of student. So yes will have reg get and put. So reg get ಮತ್ತೆ put ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So now when we create a student yes ಅಂದ್ರೆ now we are telling that yes is of type student. Yes type student type. So yes will also have a copy of reg get and put. So s dot get, this should be s. So s dot get and s dot put. S dot get will accept the s dot get will accept the register number which is in s. So similarly s dot put will print the accepted register number. So s dot put will print the register number na print ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So this is about how we can create a class and how we can create a object. So along with this video there will be notes provided for the same, and you can download the notes and you can work on it if you have any doubts. So we do have the Zoom meetings. Kindly log into the Zoom meeting and clarify your doubts. In case if you have any, if you want me to explain any of the topics again, you can ask. Thanks for your patience listening. Have a great day ahead. Kindly subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get any notification as soon as any videos are loaded to the website. You will get a notification. So you need to subscribe to the channel and you need to hit the bell icon, then only you will get all the links or notifications now. You will get it so that you don't miss any of the videos which are uploaded. Stay home, study well. God bless you all.